Hi again, welcome in part 21 and we are, as you can see, in Substance Painter. So let's start by setting the project. Go to File, New, and the template which we need to use is the, of course, PBR Specular Glossiness for this one. Mesh. Go to it and select our tree trunk low. Open. Change the normal map format to OpenGL and document resolution to 4K, and we can import mesh normal maps and baked maps for all materials. So add, go to textures, go to baked maps from HP and select them. So these are the tree underscore trunk low, because I was testing it and I not see this, that I not erased the previous test, but we know that this one is without the tree underscore. So select with shift all the desired textures and click open. OK, and of course hit OK. And now we can load our textures here in the texture set. So select no, or we just drag and drop, because this is bent normals and this will be the normal map. So drag and drop here. This is the normal map. As you can already see, this is working. Next one is world space normals. I don't know if this is position map, world space direction, and this is the world space normals. Now we don't have ID map, ambient occlusion, curvature. This is, I think, this one. Yes. Position map. This is position map. And thickness. This is thickness. So not that many maps which I baked, but let's start. And of course we need to add our diffuse here. Call this in the layers tab, in the layers window, call this base. And first let's change the overall roughness of this surface. So go here in the material and go to glossiness and specular and change it accordingly. I think I need to fill this, so add a fill. Yes. And now it should work. Yes, now it is working. So this needs to be very low gloss. So let's maybe 0.3. And the specular let's take a look if I change the yes, and now okay, specular also very low, also 0.4, and change the glossiness to 0.4. To move the light, I am clicking the left shift and the right mouse button and move the mouse. Okay. And lower the tree trunk diffuse to the diffuse channel. Okay. And now we will make three, I believe, materials to get, well, just a bit different roughness values. So we can even for this base make a little more specular, so maybe 001. Okay, and now we can duplicate this. So Control C, and no, it is not working. Well, Control D, it is in Substance Painter. So duplicate, and now go to Fill, erase the diffuse, and now we can use the one of the maps to get the inner parts of the trunk. So add here the second icon, which is masking. Add mask, add bitmap mask. Apologize. And find, this is the thickness, no, and this is the ambient occlusion. Yes, we like to use the ambient occlusion. And now in the fill, change the color just to see what we are doing. Okay, and now click on the mask and add levels adjustment, and of course this needs to be, I believe, inverted. Yes, and now play with the values. This will be subtle effects, but they will give an overall effect later. So something maybe something like this. Let's take a look. Okay, a bit more. Okay, and that looks good. Maybe a little more. No, that is good. You can of course make your own effect for this, so feel free to experiment. And now we need to change the glossiness, so make it lower, and of course load the specular, and that will be all. Of course, load the texture, the diffuse, to the diffuse channel, and now we can test it by raise the specular here, maybe 0.4, and the glossiness. Well, not I make a mistake, not in the base but in the fill adjustment layer. So you see the difference. You can see the difference. Okay, so let's maybe make it a little bit higher. Okay, and the same for the top, bottom ends, and that little on the trunk, the end, the cutted branch. So that can be called inside maybe holes, and make another copy, I mean duplicate the base another time. So duplicate it, move it above, and call it ends. Also go to fill and disable the diffuse to see what is going on. Now add here, add a white or black, yes, invert mask. Now go to fill and add another adjustment, add paint, and just paint. Well, I make a mistake, paint on the mask, so click the mask and add paint, and let's save it now. So save as, make a new folder inside our project folder, call it Substance Painter, and call it Tree Trunk Painter. Save. And this is saving. Okay, and continue by painting that mask. So go here, remember to select the mask, go to the paint, and change the grayscale here to white, and just paint. We still need to change this, the alignment, tangent wrap to UV. Okay, and now we can paint our mask. Let's take a look, because we don't need that much. And we also need smoothed edges. So now, just like this, smooth. Okay, the top one. I am changing the size with the brackets right on the keyboard. This is beneath the plus and backspace, so you know. And now just paint it. Okay, and next one is this. Let's make it smaller. Okay, and we have this. So now go to the fill, change the glossiness to 0 and specular 2.1, and lower the diffuse. And as I said, these are very subtle touches, but it will work. Okay, and that is all in Painter. I mean, in painting these masks. In next part we will save our maps, and I will show you some generic material from Painter, how it work with our model and our maps. So you can see that this is very good. So I am inviting you to the next part, and thank you for your patience here.